Hello, hello, Tatum here. We're going to tackle 3 strength supersets with intervals of 20, 40, 60, 40, 20 seconds. So a little pyramid, that means the number of reps will change with each round, keeping things fresh and challenging. But the fun doesn't stop there. We'll work in short blasts of Core-dio to really keep things interesting. Are you ready to test your limits? Then let's get to it. All right. Hello, team. It's time to get started. Today's workout is about 50 minutes long, which is going to be really nice, a little bit longer than what we're used to, so modify where needed. As for your weights, we're looking at a wide range of dumbbells, so bring them all out. The lightest weight that I'll be using today is an 8 for some rear flies. Most exercises are going to be bilateral, both sides, compound, large movements, squat, chest press, row, that sort of thing. So you're looking at your medium to heavy weights. So I'm looking somewhere between probably the 20 to 35 pounds even, okay? All right, also today's intervals. We're gonna do the strength at a 20-second interval. They're supersets. We have 2 exercises back to back. We're gonna do 5 rounds today. So we're gonna go 20 seconds, 40 seconds of work, 60, 40, 20 again, all right? All right, let's get started with a warm-up, just so you know how that's going to go. In between those sets, we'll do a little 2-minute hit, okay? We'll just get the heart rate bumped up a little bit and move on. Try to keep this at 50. I really probably would have taken this an hour, a little longer, but I know we're all very busy this time of year, so we're just gonna go with it. Also, on this warm-up, no windows, just follow my lead. I'll kind of show you what's coming up, and we're going right into it. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna go bottoms up, where bottoms are up, down, and then we're gonna stand back up. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Touch those toes, bring the bottoms down, bring your bottom up, bring your bottom down, arms out in front to stand. Nice work. Here we go. Bottoms up, down, up, woohoo, down, arms out in front, and up. Already feeling those legs today. Bottoms up, down, up, down to stand. Great job. And again, up, down to stand. Woo, a few more seconds here. We should be warming up. Down, up, down, arms out to stand. Last one here. Down, up, down to stand. Now we're gonna walk out with a little rotation, and we can do that rotation with a knee down or up, okay? Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Walk it out all the way into that high plank. You're gonna see something similar during this workout. Rotate right, rotate left, open up, walk it in, but stay low to the ground. Don't come back up. All the way back out again. Here we go. Open up wide as you can go. It means we're pushing into the ground and really reaching back behind us if our balance is there. Walk it in and walk it out. Here you go. And again, reach and reach. Oh, it feels so good to stretch and open up, so don't rush it. Back in and back out. Here we go. Woo. One more on the other side. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Bring it in. We're going to get that heart rate up just a bit. We're going to lateral shuffle side to side, all right? Back and forth. 3, 2, and 1. You can get low if you want in your space and push off. I'm just going to keep it light. Back and forth. But I'm still kind of thinking about pushing off with that outside foot as I go side to side, okay? Good. Nice work. Just back and forth. Just trying to move around, pick that heart rate up, move that blood out from the center of our body, from our core. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Butt kicks here. We can stay low and reach. All right. Or we can bring it high. All right. So I'm going to bring mine high. 3, 2, and 1. That's it. Woo, 30 seconds here. Now we're starting to feel it. Feel like my shoelace is coming undone. No, we're good. Here we go. Kind of a hot mess today. How are you doing today? I haven't even asked. I hope you're doing well. If not, we're all going to feel a lot better and have no regrets when we get done with this workout today. So I'm super excited about that because I need this just as much as you do. All right, 10 seconds here. We're gonna go into a ghost rope. That's pretending we have that rope in our hand. So make sure that your shoulders move and your arms move. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. We can jump with both feet, or we can kind of shuffle here with that boxer's shuffle. There you go. Nice work. Keep it moving. Keep those shoulders rotating in your arms, just as if you had that jump rope in your hand. All right. Whew. Working up here. We have 8 seconds. We're gonna grab a sip of water in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Grab a sip of water. Whew. All right, just 30 seconds here. We're gonna get started with a 20, 40, 60, 40, 20 pyramid, okay? I'm gonna grab some weights for that chest press. I'm gonna go with my 30s. Try that out. We're gonna try to stick with our weight throughout these intervals as they get a little bit harder and longer, but if we have to exchange them, that's okay. 3, 2, and 1. 20 seconds of chest press here, team. Then we'll have 20 seconds of a row, and we'll go back and forth, just a superset. So not easy, but quite simple here. Ooh, there you go. 3, 2, and 1. Good. I'm going to leave my weights here because we're going to be back and forth fairly quickly in between these exercises. Now we have our bent over row. All right, I'm going to aim for 20 pounds here just as a reference. You do you. Find that weight that you can squeeze at the top and that you can lift and lower with control and without moving the body. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. So we're going to row and kind of pause and release. Row. And I want good movement at the shoulders. So I want you to pull the shoulders back instead of just using your arms and not getting any movement on that upper back. There you go. 3, 2, and 1. All right, 20 seconds. You're like, easy peasy, Tatum. What is this about? It's gonna get harder. We're going 40 seconds now, but we'll be happy to hit that 20 seconds at the end of this. Here we go in 8 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Push it out. 40 seconds of work here. More reps. You can do it. If you have a bench there at home, feel free to get that bench out and use it for your chest press. Woo! There you go. Lock it out up over those shoulders. Keep pumping them out. Exhale with the press. Inhale when you bring it down with control. Control your weight. There we go. 3, 2, and 1. Oh, you made it. You made it. Yeah. All right, we're going to go for that row for 40 seconds. Listen, if your back gets to be, feeling that as we're bent over here with that weight out in front, stand up, release it, and then get back to it, okay? Here we go. 40 seconds, team. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Pull back. I want a little squeeze and a little pause here. Make sure that we can control that weight, that we can get movement at the back. Notice my head and neck and spine are in line, hopefully. I don't have a mirror in here. And that you're not looking out this way, okay? Lots of strain on the neck there. Keep it all in line. 13 seconds to go. Good. Here we exhale as we row, inhale as we release. As we exhale, we're drawing that navel in and up just a bit with each exhale. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. All right. Whew. Back to that chest press. This is our minute. This is going to be a tough one, but this is our peak before we come back down. So we can do this. All right, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push that weight away. You got this. Now, listen. This is a minute. Maybe the weight you chose was great for 20 to 40 seconds, but you're realizing now that you're not going to make it 1 minute with your weights. That's okay. Put your weights down when it becomes that time for you. Grab your next lighter set, okay? And then just keep pumping them out. It's called a drop set. Keeps you moving throughout. Really, there are very few excuses I can find for just stopping and giving up when it comes to working out. That's why I give you modifications, and so we can keep moving, or where we can change the weight. Oh my goodness, team. There we go. Feeling yesterday's workout for me. Push. You got it. Woo! Right up over their shoulders. Come on. Where are we? 8 seconds. We can do this. We're almost there. Woo! 3, 2, and 1. You got it. Oh, we did it. All right. I just have to laugh at myself some days, you know? Learn to laugh at yourself. It's okay. All right. We don't have to be great. We don't have to be perfect every day. We don't have to feel like a superhero. 3, 2, and 1. 1 minute of rows. Now again, this is a long time. Here's some other options we can do. So I'm gonna start throwing some things out at you. Maybe we raise up and we give ourselves that pause in between and we release that lower back each time. Maybe we do a single and we just do singles the whole time. Maybe do a single, and if you do YouTube workouts, you're gonna be aware of all these probably. But we can do that to modify when that minute gets to be too much. Or we just find lighter weight and we keep pumping out both arms at the same time. Woo, here we go. 20 more seconds here. 15. That's it. Exhale on that row. 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Woo, feeling that one. So this is great. We made it to the top of our mountain. We're heading back down. 40 seconds of work here. All right, a little bit shorter. Woo, so if you went down in weight on that minute, try to go back up on weight now. 3, 2, and 1. The most important thing we can do when we're strength training is push the weight. Try to challenge yourself with heavier weight. So, if you're at home and you're like, well, I'm just stuck with these light weights, this is all I have, and you've hit that plateau, you're like, gosh, I'm just not seeing results anymore. It is time to invest in heavier weights. I will tell you, it's worth it. It's still gonna be cheaper than going to the gym. Ooh, but you gotta keep challenging yourself for change. Ooh, here we go. 3, 2, and 1. And always using light weights will give you something, but it's not gonna give you bone density. It's at some point, you're not gonna build a lot of strength with it. You are gonna stop seeing some change, okay? We have to mix it up a little bit with the endurance, muscle endurance to muscle strength. 3, 2, and 1. 40 seconds on the clock, team. We're working. Good, that's it. Squeeze, pause. Make sure this is weight that you have control of. And that we're not just moving our arms, but we have some movement at the shoulders. Sometimes it's just good to practice holding your waist and pulling the shoulders back and making sure that that's a movement you're receiving there. Woo. There you go. 7, 6, 5. Come on. 3, 2, and 1. All right. We've made it through the toughest part of this workout. Just 20 seconds of work here. We're back down to the bottom of that mountain, and not a hill, it was a mountain. 10 seconds here. Let's get those weights up in the air so we can work that full 20 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Press it out. And because it's only 20 seconds, I want you to keep moving those weights. Try not to stop. Keep them coming. 3, 2, and 1. Rest. All right, team. One more row for me today. One more row. Woo-wee. We've got it. All right, just 20 seconds. It's nothing. We got this. 3, 2, and 1. Row and pull back. Hug it. Now, I'm pausing on this one, but I still want you to think about, it's not really a pause rest up here, right? It is at the bottom. 3, 2, and 1, rest. All right, woo, we made it. Moving on. We are going to work on, whoops, nope. We are going to keep working despite what my watch thinks I'm doing. All right, we're just halfway here. We're gonna get started on 40 seconds of work with 20 seconds of work as well. So it's a minute, we'll do 2 minutes here, okay? We're gonna start with that walkout plank. 3, 2, and 1, walk it out all the way, extended here as far as we can, and back in. For some of us, we'll just go into that high plank and back, stay low. For 40 seconds here, again, just as a reminder, for some of you, I want you to reach a little further. I want you to get way out there, hollow out your body on those, okay? So we wanna lift, we wanna pull the belly button in and up and hollow the chest as we reach out there far in that extended plank. Woo! Then we're gonna have some split jumps with some curls coming up. And 3, 2, and 1, walk it in. With these split jumps, look at my modification window as well if we need to. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. We're gonna swing and land, okay? And stick. And you can go as fast as you want. Remember my modification window here, with no need to jump or use the weights if we're not there. Woo! Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. All right, we have 30 seconds here, team. We're gonna march it out. 30 seconds. We're gonna rest and we're gonna walk it back out and in. Woo! There you go. Keep moving, lift, and pull those elbows back. If we need to rest here, for some of us, we've been on this health and fitness journey for a long time. We can do this. We might even be able to jog during this time. For some of us, we need that built-in rest. You rest here. 3, 2, and 1, here we go. Walk it out all the way as far as we can, walk it back in. You can bend those knees if those hamstrings are tight or we need to, that's okay. If you can though, try to keep them as straight as you can. There you go. Back out again, either into that high plank or extended plank, walking out a little further, staying nice and hollowed out there. Bring it back in, be careful. Woo, there we go. Lots of options here as we are all on a different path along that journey. There we go. 3, 2, and 1. Grab your weights. Remember your modification. This is a tough one. Don't feel like you have to do it. And we can do it without weights. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Bend and catch, okay? Swing and catch. There you go. Get us started and we can go. I know it's a tough one. There's a lot of coordination involved here. We got it. 3, 2, and 1. All right. That makes me laugh. We have 30 seconds because I have to run after this. It's going to be interesting on these legs. All right, moving on. We have a goblet squat. That's where we hold our weight here. I'm going to aim for a 35-pound weight here on that. And then we're gonna do rear flies. That's where those 8s will come in, 5s, maybe 10s for some of you. What we don't wanna do is swing though and move our body. We wanna lift and lower. So less is more typically on those, okay? 3, 2, and 1. Here we go, 20 seconds. Remember, 20 seconds of work. We're doing that pyramid again. We're gonna start with the short interval, a few reps, and work up to 60 and back down. There you go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Rear fly coming up. Grab those weights. I'm gonna go with my 8s. We wanna keep that bat wing, so small bend in the elbow as we work here, okay? We're not trying to straighten the arms out. We want a little bend. 3, 2, and 1. Right out to the side, 20 seconds. Lift and lower, lift and lower. I can almost pause at the top, not quite, but I do have control. All right, my body is stationary. I'm not using it to find movement in my back here. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Back to those goblet squats, okay? Back to those goblet squats. Grab your way. 40 seconds of work here. Aren't you excited? No. All right, here we go. I'm glad we're doing this together. I needed you today. I hope I'm helping you. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. 40 seconds. Woo. Keep that chest up, okay? If you're feeling any kind of back, grabbing in the back or pain, maybe we try some lighter weight, okay? A little bit lighter weight. Sometimes it's just that pulling, like shrugging it around the weight. So you could take your weight and hold the 2 heads here and squat as well, okay? And that can be helpful, or drop the weight here and squat with the weight down. But I don't want you feeling back pain as you work here in this goblet. We're there, team. 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Excellent work. All right, moving on here. Rear fly. Woo-wee, I'm warming up. I wore this long sleeve because I was chilly. And then I got warm really quickly. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Back to that rear fly. 40 seconds here. If it gets to be too much and we don't want to drop that weight, or we don't have weights around me to drop, you're going to go a single, and then a single, and maybe a double here, okay? One way to modify, or just singles, whatever you have to do to keep working. We're down to 15 seconds, team. 15. Lift and lower. That's where the strength's at. If we're just throwing the weight in our body around, no gains here. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. All right, we're at our peak. Yes, it's tough, but we can come back down. I need a sip. I'm about to cough. There we go. Whew. All right. 5 seconds. 1 minute of squats. You got this. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Squat up and down. All right, we want to feel the earth on our entire foot. That means from our heel to our toes. We're not rocking back on the heels. We're not up on our toes. Whew. There you go. And I'm kind of pressing out into my shoes. You want those knees to stay over the second, third toes. So we're not here. Ooh. No. Push out. That's a bad demonstration. Keep that weight close to your chest. Protect your core. Exhale to stand, drawing in and up at the pelvic floor and the navel. Just kind of pulling up. I'm going to say this. For those of you who know where your pelvic floor is, you're just going to think about, I heard this from a client the other day, you're going to think about picking your marble up. Pick that marble up, draw it in and up. Did I say that? I did. 3, 2, and 1. The visual's good. It helps you find it. All right, nice work, team. Rear flies here. 60 seconds, gonna be a long time on a rear fly. You may see me go to singles instead of doubles. That's okay, we'll get through it together. It's supposed to challenge us. 3, 2, and 1. You know, some days we wake up and we get going on a workout and we're mentally and physically prepared. We feel ready for every challenge that comes our way. We look at it as something exciting, something that inspires. And we have those days where we're like, the challenge shuts us down. Maybe we're like, I just can't do this today. That's too much. And it just kind of shuts us down. So know where you stand. Know if you need to make it a rest day, if you need to go lighter, if you need to modify. Don't judge yourself. Do what feels good, all right? Train the brain to feel accomplished, to enjoy the workout somewhat, okay, so that you want to show up again. Don't be so hard on yourself. 10 seconds. I do not have perfect days because I do not have perfect sleep. I know my days are not going to always feel the same. 3, 2, and 1. Rest. All right, 40 seconds. Working down, team. Got that sweat going. Feels good to sweat. Let me tell you, I love a good sweat. How about you? Do we have any non-sweaters out there? People who just don't like to sweat. I want to know. I've trained quite a few. You'd be surprised. 3, 2, and 1. 40 seconds. Some people like to sweat, but they don't like to drip. That's different, right? I can sweat. I just don't want to drip everywhere. I like to drip everywhere. If I have that neck sweat and that temple sweat dripping down off my nose too, oh, I just love it. All right, here we go. We're pushing for that 40, so it's not very long. I'm gonna try to keep these pumping out instead of pausing here and taking time at the top. Just get right back to it. Get full extension at the top, but then go right back down. You got it, just 7 seconds. We've already made it. Whew. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work, team. All right, back to those rear flies. Holy moly. All right, we're going in 10 seconds. 40 seconds of work, and we're down to those 20s. Moving on to a 2-minute, little higher intensity bout. 3, 2, and 1. 40 seconds on the clock. Great job. Again, remember, you can modify. 1, 2, okay? Right, and then left. That's a great way to keep with the weight and keep working halfway. Control the weight, lift and lower. You got this. 10. Oh, this 40 seconds felt like a minute. Who agrees? 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. All right, team, 20 seconds. And 20, no problem after we've been to the top and back down. This is the way all of our strength and conditioning goes, okay? Any workout. The more we push, the heavier we do, the easier things become, right? 3, 2, and 1. The more we practice this, the easier it becomes. We can go further. We can push more. We can take less rest. That's the beauty of it. Even if you're not noticing that you're going up on a lot of weight, maybe you notice you need less rest. Or maybe you're going up on more weight and you need a little bit more, but you're lifting heavier. 3, 2, and 1. There are all kinds of ways to look at this. All very positive. All right, keep you motivated, keep you on track. 5 seconds here. Here we go. Last one today. 3, 2, and 1 for the rear fly. Not our last exercise. Sorry to get your hopes up there. There we go. 15 seconds. Lift and lower. 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Excellent work, team. Excellent work. All right. We're going to go a little bit higher intensity, just body weight here. We have skaters, and then we have our plank jumps. Plank jumps are hard. You can tap that out, have a modification window, or you can simply just hold a plank. All right, sometimes that's just where we need to be. That's the base of doing everything else, is learning that plank and holding it. So feel free to do that as well. We're gonna start with those skaters. 3, 2, and 1, back and forth. All right, and I'm gonna jump and stick here side to side. If you want, you can tap and stay low, okay? Up to you. 40 seconds of work. So I'm gonna stop here and make sure that I can stop that momentum back and forth. Not too long, so I wanna keep moving. We're halfway. Remember, this is 40 seconds. I know I'm throwing a lot of different times at you today. Keeps it interesting, team. It keeps it interesting. There we go. No. There we go. So if it gets too much to jump, just tap. You can do 40 seconds of tapping. 3, 2, and 1. Plank with those lateral jumps, not an easy one. It's been a while for me as well. We're gonna do it together. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Side to side. And I have little squares here, so I think I'm just gonna try to get into each square. And you notice I'm pausing a little bit, but if you want, you can kind of bounce and keep them working, okay? Keep it going. It's quick then. Up to you. 3, 2, and 1. Or look at that modification window. We're marching, team. Listen, I'm gonna take these steps with you. I love getting steps in. It's important that you learn to move throughout the day, okay? This workout is not enough. I used to say it all the time to you. One workout is not enough for our sedentary jobs and days, driving in the car, sitting at a computer. You have to get up and move. You have to take breaks and move. 3, 2, and 1. Skaters. All right, so listen to me when I say, if you're not moving, if you're sitting all day at work and driving to work and back and driving your kids and sitting in the car while they're at soccer practice, and you're doing this one workout today, it is not enough. And I know that's a harsh reality for us, but I'm not asking you to do this workout 3 or 4 times a day. I'm asking you to walk 5 to 10 minutes, 10 to 20 minutes after each meal, okay? Or at least 3 times throughout the day. All right, that's all I'm asking. Give it 10. 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Plank lateral jumps. So think about that. Set your watch, set a timer, set those reminders. Make it happen. 3, 2, and 1. Side to side. Now, I like to stack it with meals because that helps regulate our insulin. It's a win-win. Plus, you're stacking it with something, so it's easy to remember that when I eat, I'm gonna walk after. There we go. Keep it going. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. All right, 30 seconds of rest. We're back. We're down to our last strength superset. We have our RDL, and we have our push press overhead. I have a little bit of an elbow issue, so I'm gonna do my best to see how those push presses feel. 15 seconds. Grab a sip of water if you'd like. RDL, we're gonna come here, push those hips back. Stiff legs, soft knees, if that makes sense. We'll talk about it. I'm gonna go with 25 because my hamstrings feel a little tight at first. 3, 2, and 1. Remember, this is 20 seconds now. We're back to our pyramid. 20, 40, 60, 40, 20. There you go. Push the hips back, all right? We're not going into a deadlift where I'm trying to bend my knees and come down. We're just pushing back until our hips won't go any further, and we're squeezing the glutes to stand. 3, 2, and 1. All right, push press. That's overhead. For a push press, you can do it strict today if you want. Just press overhead. If you want to go 5 pounds heavier than what you're in strict press, you'll do a little dip to press. We're going to see how this goes. 3, 2, and 1. Try strict at first. 20 seconds of work here. There you go. I'm going to use that little dip. We're really going to need that dip on that minute of shoulder presses. We'll probably have to go to singles, but it's all good. We are going to challenge ourselves. There you go. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. All right, back to those RDLs. I'm probably gonna have to stick with those 20s today. RDLs, I'm gonna go up to 30s this time. Whew, a little tough on the grip. Pushing those hips back, shoulders are down and back. Think about forming a tabletop with your back. 3, 2, and 1. Push back, soft knees, and then squeeze to stand. All right, don't keep pushing. If you keep pushing, those hamstrings won't let you go any further. You're gonna start to bend those knees around your back. So I want you to just go back until you feel like, oh, I'm not gonna go any further. Some of us will get further than others based on our flexibility. Whew. There we go. Exhale to stand, inhale to lower. 3, 2, and 1. Rest. All right, that felt good. Woo, not on the grip though. All right, moving on. Back to those push press or just a strict press. Stay safe in the shoulders. If you feel that the shoulders hurt, maybe try palms in, okay? Maybe go 45, maybe you go out wide, see what feels good. 3, 2, and 1. 40 seconds. If we can even put 1 foot forward and 1 foot back a little. Try not to lean back at the lower back here. Good. It's a little dip. And with that dip, I'm still sitting my hips back. I'm not shooting my knees forward. I'm pushing the hips back a little bit. Like I want to go sit down, but I'm only dipping a bit. We're not using our legs here. All right, we're not doing a squat to get there. It's a dip. I want this to be in the shoulders, not the legs. There we go. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Rest. It's going to get really tough on that minute. I am guessing that we go to singles, or maybe we even go down on weight for that minute, but we'll get there. We might start with a strict press and then dip. What do we have next? RDLs. I'm going to try to go with this 30 as long as my grip will handle it. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Push back, drive the hips forward. Drive them back with a soft knee, but stiff leg. Forward. Good. Head and neck and spine in line. You can look out in front a little bit, but we're not here. Okay? Good. Inhale. Exhale. Good. We're over halfway. Remember to keep those shoulders back. A lot of times we want to reach to the floor to get further. I'm not worried about that. We're not reaching with our arms. We're not trying to reach the weights to the floor. We're trying to push our hips back. So instead of thinking about reaching or where the weights are going, think about where your hips are going. Push those back, and when it's far enough, stand. 3, 2, and 1. Rest. All right, back to that push press. Woo. Grip, grip. All right. I'm going to try the 20s. Let's stick with our weight. The most will happen is we'll try a single, or maybe we have to go down to 15s. Or sorry, whatever weight, go down 1 set there. Here we go, 1 minute. But start with the weight you had. Unless it was already too light, then go up, okay? Challenge your weight here. I mean, it's better to do a few of these or as many as we can with that heavier weight than to just assume we can't do it for a minute, right? Because if we can't do it for a minute, we can drop that way, go to singles. We might go 1, and then we might do the other 2, okay? We can do that. But better to get a few in and then go down on weight than to choose a weight that ends up not challenging us after the minute because we've lost it there. 15 seconds, team. We're gonna do this. Good. Good job. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. We made it. We made it. Nice work. All right. So again, I'm giving you options. Don't think I'm trying to make it easy for you. I'm trying to keep you working, okay? I still want you to challenge yourself, but I want you to keep working, okay? 40 seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead. Think about a tipping bird, tipping over, back, neck, head, all very straight in a line. Inhale, push back, squeeze the glutes to stand with that big exhale. 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Nice work, team. All right, I might go up on the next one because my grip will be able to handle. I like a barbell typically on these because we're helping each other. The arms are helping each other. You could take an over-under. We're working with what we have here, okay? All right, push press. 3, 2, and 1. 40 seconds. Still a lot of time here on the clock. We're getting close though. Hold on to it. There you go. 3. That's it. Nice work. Remember to experiment with the position of your hands. Maybe palms in feels better on the shoulders. If you have some light weight, going a little wider makes it tougher. I'm about 45 degrees on my elbow today. Sometimes I start palms in and rotate out. Okay, play with it. Do what works for your shoulders. Woo, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. All right, 20 seconds coming up. Who's sweating now? All right, I'm gonna try the 35s because I think my hands can handle it. Yes, I have a weakness. My grip in my hand. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. 20 seconds, push back. Exhale to stand. There you go, 9 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. All right, last push press. Even though I'm a little worried about my elbow, I think I'm gonna try to go up and wait for just 20 seconds, see if I can push a little heavier on this last one. We shall see. It's just a few reps. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Let's do a team smile. Sorry, I know. You're like, we lost you there, Tatum. I just zoned out for a second. Had to have my own self-talk. There we go. We got it. 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Oh, never felt so good. Okay. All right. 30 seconds is all we have. But remember, you can pause me. It's the beauty. It's the beauty of YouTube. Just pause. We have burpee punches. Watch my video for that. We're gonna burpee punch. And you can walk those burpees out, okay? So I'm not gonna put up a window, but we could go out, out, and in to stand, okay? 3, 2, and 1. 40 seconds. This is our 40-20 today. We're gonna split it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back out. Here we go. Out, in, landing in that right foot forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. You got it. You go at your pace. I'm gonna land in that split now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Out. In. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. We got it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna do one more. 3, 2, and 1 on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Here we go. High knees. 3, 2, and 1. Find that march. Here we go. We're gonna lift. All right. You can also just kind of jog it in place and move, pulling those heels up under the butt. Or we can lift those knees out in front. Halfway already. We got this. Just 20 seconds of work. We're gonna march after this. 3, 2, and 1. If you march and you're like, I have to keep marching, let's go with a low jumping jack here. Okay? Oh, I have so many options for you. Oh, you're like, darn, I just want to rest. You can rest if you need the rest. If the heart rate's too high to keep going, rest. No judgment here. Rest is good for you. All right? Don't be ashamed. Some of us are just love this high heart rate and want to keep going. So it's like, you know what? This makes me feel nauseous. Stop. Rest. 3, 2, and 1. Burpee to punches. Here we go, team. Out and up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Out and up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Woo! I'm gonna bring both feet in and do a little jump and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. We got it. 1, 2, 3. I don't know why I have to make these sounds. 20 seconds. Halfway. Oh, the endorphins are going. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. 12 seconds, team. Get a couple more in for me. 1, 2, 3, 4. And down and up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Woo! All right. High knees, march. We can march. Just lift those knees. Pull those elbows back or find a light jog. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. 20 seconds lifting. If you're lifting, lift, lift. All right, we got it. Put a smile on that face. Okay. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. We're gonna cool down. I don't even have another march after this for you. We're gonna cool down. All right, 6 minutes here. Let's grab a sip of water, team. So proud of you. All right. That was challenging today. It was challenging, I know. What I hope for you, and because we have people of all levels doing videos, is I was able to give you something that was for you, okay? So whether you need that high intensity, whether we need to scale it back, that you were able to take what I gave you and run with it in the direction that you needed to go today, okay? That's my goal for you. If ever we do a workout and you're like, I can't do this XYZ, what are my options for this exercise? Maybe it's one you see me do often. Let me know. I'll make sure I get with you on that. Make sure you have options, okay? All right. I'm just letting my breath come down. I'm just talking so that I can breathe again. Let's go ahead and inhale through the nose, up overhead. Big breath, exhale, all the way down. This is a great time to practice bracing and drawing in. So when we inhale through the nose, we're gonna push that belly out. Think about pushing the ribs out this way too, filling them so they spread. And when you exhale, we're gonna draw the pelvic floor with that marble. Pick up your marble, draw the belly button, and pull up a little bit with that exhale. I know, inhale. I won't talk about marbles again. And out, good. One more here, in and out. Great job. Let's stay up with our heart rate the way it is. I'm gonna have you bring that left arm across the chest, look away. I always want way more stretching time than this. I need to get yoga with Terry in here again, and we need to make a few videos. If you're up for that, comment. We'll have my lady come in, and her and I will do a few little stretchy routines for you. I bet she'll do that for us. Switch and look the other way here. Grab your shoulders, give yourself a big hug, raise up and down with those elbows. Reach up and down. Great, switch those arms, right arm on bottom, or whatever way you had to switch them. The other's on top, the other's on bottom. I didn't really mention where we were. There you go. Ooh, feel it up and down, hug yourself, lift up and down, tell yourself, good job, good job. What did Terry call this? Like self-love. Lots of love here today. All right, let's go with a side bend. I'm gonna have you spread your feet wide. We're gonna slide down the side of that body, reaching up and over. And as we reach, we might find ourselves going this way to get into that stretch. I want you to think about taking that lower rib cage and pulling it towards the ceiling. Look up. Make sure you have your breath though. If you're too deep, you might find it hard to breathe. So find a stretch where you can keep that breath going. So we're gonna come up to the top, slide down the other side, same thing, making sure that we're looking up, that we're rotating that lower rib cage up. Back up to the top. Take your fists, put them in the lower back. Just a slight back bend here. Now we're gonna fall forward. I want you to grab the outside of those legs. Pull your head towards the floor. I even like to grab the back of my head at times and really just kind of gently, not too harshly here, just gently pull the head down towards the floor. And now we're gonna walk our hands over that left side, grab the outside of that leg, reach out nice and long through the spine, and then draw it in with a little twist. Woo, shaky and tight. Walk it over to the other side, same thing. Grab the outside of that leg, look up at me, nice and long, and then try to rotate towards that knee. Look outside that knee. Back to the center here. Walk those feet out a little wider, toe in. Bring the head as close to the floor as you possibly can. Let's hold it here. Great. Let's bring it down to the floor. We're gonna lay down here, grab that right foot. We'll head into some cat-cows as well. Let's just get the quads pulling back. If you need to lay low, grab a towel, your little tab on the back of your shoes or the back of your shoe to pull that leg in with that quad stretch. If you cannot reach that foot, I really want you to work on this. Something I would do is foam roll those thighs and start stretching after. Good, switch to the other side. If you sit at a desk or in the car, if you're a runner, a lot of things can make those quads tighten up on you. Oof, it's my left leg. Notice the difference this side to side. It's always my left. All right, we can push away here for a deeper stretch on that quad. And I want a couple cat-cows. We're just going to create some space in the spine. I know a lot of us are lacking this. If you are, let me know. I'll make a little video for you on how to increase that. We're going to tuck our toes, tuck our tailbone, drop our chin, and push away. Think scaredy cat or vomiting cat with those shoulder blades pushing towards the ceiling. Shoelaces to the floor. You're going to dump that belly, pull the shoulders way out of the ear, let the shoulder blades drop in together and look up. And if you struggle at looking up or letting those shoulder blades drop, we need to work on that, okay? Tuck the toes, push away for my last one so we end on 50 minutes like I promised. Tops of the shoelaces to the floor, pull the shoulders back, look up. There you go, nice work. Let's bring those toes together, fall down with the head towards the forehead into child's pose. Breathe. All right, team, that's it today. Thank you for joining me for this 50-minute workout. Let me know if you enjoyed it. I know it takes up some time, but I do want you to remember that this is not enough. I can't stress it, okay? You've got to go out and move, all right, several times throughout the day, unless you are a mover and you're always on your feet around the house doing work and doing things. But otherwise, if not, if you have to sit for your job or because you're in a car, whenever you can, especially after meals, I want 10 minutes. That's your challenge. Try to set that time, 10 minutes every time. And if that's still too daunting, 2 minutes. 2 minutes, okay? Let's try 2. Anybody can do 2 minutes. Get out there, just move, do 30 squats. Maybe you do 30 squats because you can't go for your walk or it's cold. 30 squats, all right? So you have something to do after each meal. All right. Let me know if you have any questions. I will see you next time. Looking forward to it. Thank you for showing up with me today. Bye-bye.